chaos, emotion, suspense, we're going to try and bring order into disorder. Welcome to Starting Up. This week we're at Proto.in. Proto, as you know, is an event where 15 of the best startups are showcased in front of a platform of investors and partners alike. Before we go anywhere, here is a brief on the event. Proto.in is one of India's premier startup events where 15 of the hottest product innovations are chosen from across the country. In its 7th edition, the event saw over 300 attendees and attracted an audience of investors, entrepreneurs and corporates alike. All of them coming together to see the best in Indian innovation. All in all, enough action to leave everyone a little dazed. Great, so that was the introduction to the event. We now have with us Ravi Shankar, one of the key men behind Proto. Ravi, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Ravi, a lot of people are already in. Tell us, what can we look forward to over the next 3 hours?
We have some 15 amazing companies from very interesting sectors which will be showcased at Proto.in. They are from sectors like education. We even have a space company which is presenting for the first time. Very interesting mobile companies that are coming in, apart from the usual software companies, and some interesting outliers, so to speak.
I'm also told that there are a lot of other things for startups to look forward to here apart from the showcase.
Definitely.
What are they?
We have Sanjeev Bikhchandani from Naukri.com, who is actually conversing with a young entrepreneur, and we also have Pradeep Gupta, who is the founder of Cyber Media, who is also conversing with a young entrepreneur for the audience. And after that, we have also the other sessions for angel funding, and also in terms of term sheets and the venture capital jargons, trying to demystify them. We have a session on that as well.
So clearly a very hectic day for the startups, a very hectic day for us as well. Before we miss any of the action, let's go check it out. The LEDs were glowing, the lights were on, and the stage was set.
1, 2, 3, 4.
15 startups were to take the stage with 6 minutes each to showcase their product solutions. Before we waste any more time, we're going to start off with the first sector, which is education. Indus Geeks, a startup we caught up with earlier, was the first to take the stage.
Indus Geeks.
We're going to be showing Metamersive, which is our next generation 3D training, learning, collaboration platform. It's essentially the next generation e-learning tool. We are applying it across verticals. Right now we are focusing on healthcare and K+12.
Both of us, we come from the hardcore gaming industry.
Next up, Go Live, another startup which uses video games to take people back in history. This set the stage up nicely for the mobile section, the first one which caught the interest of the audience, Apalya Technologies, with an application which enables live streaming television onto your handset. Next up, the showstopper, Abhijit Bhattacharjee of Luna Ergonomics, who showed us all how easy texting in any Indian language can be.
And you see, I'm going on pressing the same key and it's going on writing Antarashtriya.
We are into development of new usability technologies to type on the mobile phone in all regional languages of India as well as all the languages of the world using the existing phone with the existing keypad and no need of printed characters on the keypad.
Voice Tap from Delhi was next with a solution which can work equally well both on voice and on chat.
I'll ask him to connect with you later through this platform itself because he's right now at Proto.
Great. In fact, I am at Proto myself as well.
What we've really done is we've developed a platform whereby the end consumer can get in touch with a knowledge specialist without him having to know that person or having to look over the internet.
Next up was the social enterprise sector, and IntelliZone here switched off all the lights, lit a candle and then turned them back on to show us all how effective their solar lamps can be for rural India. The software sector, a regular at Proto, saw innovative plays from the logistics, power saving and BPO space. And finally, it was time for one of the most awaited sections at the showcase, the outliers.
Mosaics data from all these cameras and gives you a 360-degree panorama.
First up, the folks from Serial Innovations, who showcased their path-breaking range of real-time imaging and vision-driven analytics solutions. A surround vision camera and a CCTV solution.
CCTV cameras are everywhere, but the idea is that automatically analyzing data from these cameras is very useful because a security operator, so this is an example. Person comes into the room, leaves a bag behind. She comes back into the room, takes another bag. This camera automatically does identify that that bag has been left behind, that bag's been taken. Goes to a museum, a painting is removed,
which recognizes unexpected behavior, were only a couple of their range of products which had the audience impressed. Next up, the RoboSoft team, which had a product launch of their surveillance robot at the event. Finally, putting an extraterrestrial spin on things was Earth-to-Orbit, India's first ever private space company, which showcased its design of an orbital deployer. That was it. It was time to come back to Earth. End of the showcase at proto.in. Great, so apart from the showcase, there were a number of other events. There were conversations with entrepreneurs like Pradeep Gupta and Sanjeev Bikhchandani. And apart from this, there were a number of startups which really stole the show. The Starting Up team now goes ahead and finds out which were the best startups here at the event.
Yes, apart from the showcase, there were a whole number of other events which kept everyone busy.
Tough task here, sitting next to PG. Well, the only thing we share is I have 2 initials and you have 2. So there ends the commonality.
In Proto style, there were conversations between young entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial legends like Pradeep Gupta and Sanjeev Bikhchandani.
Great businesses are built on deep customer insights.
There was also a private screening of the movie Pirates of the Silicon Valley, which took everyone back in time. But really, for everyone there, what was their overall experience?
I thought it was great. It was a fantastic event. There should be more events like this.
It was excellent to meet interesting minded people, interesting projects, exciting stuff.
I loved the mobile solution where there was a Hindi, Gujarati and every language text that they are working with.
One is Serial Innovations. I think they had a very good company.
My favorite startup out of those that were showcased was Luna Ergonomics, which has come out with the Panini keyboard.
So there, we have it. By popular demand, it was Luna Ergonomics with their Panini keypad and Serial Innovations.
We make vision and imaging systems, so these are camera products which find uses in defense applications, industrial inspection systems, robotics, media, entertainment, a whole range of applications. So what we make are cameras, high-end, high-resolution cameras, and we make applications which go with these cameras.
To round off the event, there was also a devil's advocate discussion where Shantanu Surapure of Sandhill Advisory took on investors Anand Lunia and Rahul Khanna in a discussion on pitfalls entrepreneurs should look out for while signing term sheets. Clearly, an action-packed day for all present.
So that was the event on the ground. We're also going to have our own little event which is going to happen right here. An innovation jam coming up to you right after this break.